I'll remember rain for making me feel lonely and lost, far away from home with the night still ahead. Its undoubted strength lies in invoking that mood, a very particular feeling of childlike anxiety mixed with a more mature sense of melancholia. But the gameplay itself, solving simple puzzles with simple platforming, adds relatively little to the experience. Rain's wonderful central conceit, its main characters are invisible until they step out into the rain, where they cast shimmering silhouettes, is never really developed, preventing it from becoming something truly special. The story is intentionally sparse. There are no names and few specifics, giving it a timeless, dreamlike quality. Set in an archetypal European city, Rain follows a boy who pursues a girl into an alternate dimension, where it's always raining. The night is filled with monsters though, spectral figures that, like the boy and girl, can only be seen when they step out into the rain. They have wonderfully unusual designs, ghostly giants and dog-like creatures constructed out of what looks like bone. There's one figure, the Unknown, who pursues you relentlessly and is quite terrifying. There's almost something teacherly about his stern presence, heightening the game's feeling of childlike anxiety. It's all rendered using an impressionistic style and watery palette. Locations quickly change. You pass through a church, explore a factory, and skip down endless streets. But as quaint as some of these locations are, it soon all begins to look very similar, creating a slight sense of monotony. Rain really benefits from a lift in the third act, which strays into more surreal territory, with the cityscape rearranging itself into a nightmarish labyrinth. It's a well-judged change of tone and pace, making for a tense and memorable finale. Given the attention to the soundscape, I can't fathom why such an ugly noise was used for when the boy interacts with the world. This might seem like real nitpicking, but the creation of a consistent mood is at the very heart of what Rain is trying to achieve. Rain's gameplay centres on the boy's ability to vanish when he stands under cover, but the possibilities of this are never fully explored. Early on, it seems like that's the intention, with it quickly being elaborated upon. There are docile creatures which you can hide beneath, providing cover that moves. Scaffolding can be knocked down by baiting creatures to create new pathways. Muddy puddles stain your legs, revealing your location when you come in out of the rain. However, these are almost always introduced to help you navigate a specific section, and are then abandoned. They never build into a repertoire of abilities. Consequently, the complexity never increases. It's more a case of repeating the action you just learned, rather than relying on either your imagination or ingenuity. Rain becomes slightly more involving when you catch up with the girl. From here on, gameplay is more collaborative, with the two lost figures helping each other out. But it still isn't all that taxing. Rain wants to immerse you within a mood, rather than really challenge you. Some of my favourite parts of Rain were running down the cobbled roads illuminated by streetlights, or when I was entirely invisible, my presence detectable only through interactions with the abandoned chairs and discarded bottles. And I think that sums up the experience. It succeeds in making you feel lonely and lost. It presents you with a gameplay mechanic that has real potential for emotional resonance. But it fails to make the most of these wonderful attributes, never maturing into the rich experience it could have been. For more on Rain, keep it here on IGN.